I fucked it up again. If you want to chat, you just have to join the fucking Discord. There's an invite link on matattheinternet.com. I'm sorry I can't on-screen the fucking YouTube chat. Maybe I'll just switch it. I'll switch it around last second. This is why I stopped doing the people streams. They're so much harder. I've been clipping shit all fucking day, and it's so much harder to clip stuff that's copyrighted because I can't just go to like an archive of all the copyrighted shit, because no, people are selling this. People are feeding their families and paying for swimming pools with this fucking money. So give me a second, I'll switch the chat over to YouTube. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna carve fucking pumpkins out over here and shit. Can you believe it? Oh god. Unless I got good music. So. There we go. We'll live with this for now. Alright, so I gave people an option of either Mama June or Francis E. Deck, and very surprisingly, people chose Mama June over Francis E. Deck. Maybe I'll do Francis Deck later, but he's been long dead, so people have had plenty of time to comb over what we know about him. Mama June, on the other hand, is not quite dead, but she's getting there. And unlike most other people I feel like talking about, she is a celebrity. She's like a real celebrity. People know her. She's been featured on South Park. And at one point she had a ton of money. So how does someone fuck up their life so badly that they become a lolcow? They become a topic worthy of discussing on the lowest possible echelon of the internet. The very fiery pits themselves, the 7th level. The bottom of the bottom. And the answer is lots of coke. And very surprisingly, it's not just like, I think a lot of people know who Honey Boo Boo is, and by extension, Mama June. So I'm going to be kind of fighting you guys both ways on this. Usually I show someone and I talk about them, and that's all there is to it. But to really adequately explain the tragedy element in this story, I have to make you like these people first. And usually I don't have that challenge. I don't have to say like, okay, here's the silly person doing the silly thing. Isn't that funny? I really have to try and make you like a old TLC show about a child pageant star and her fat mother. Because if you don't, then she's just another like cokehead. But really, the trajectory is much more arced than that. So I do want to say that it is a pretty wholesome show. And before you start wondering why I've been watching episodes of Honey Boo Boo, this show was old, and I used to have a family of mostly women, and my aunt was a big fan of the show, so I ended up seeing many episodes of it. And while stuck in isolation, while in my basement prison cell in Serbia, I ended up watching Mama June Hot to Not, because I had heard it was a shit show, and it is indeed a shit show, and I ended up revisiting some of Honey Boo Boo, and it is a really fascinating story of personal decline. And when you look at Mama June, you're thinking, how the fuck does a person like that decline? And I will hopefully tell you throughout this. Anyways, let's start off with South Park, because I like South Park, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Who's Honey Boo Boo? Dude, you've never seen Honey Boo Boo?
My name's Honey Boo Boo, and I'm a beauty queen, bitches! I'm fat as a whale, and I don't give 2 shits, girl!
Her favorite foods are sketty and butter, and she likes drinking Red Bull and Mountain Dew.
I'm only 6, and I've already had 3 heart attacks, girlfriend!
Come on now, Boo Boo! Now get up and wave to them judges! We ain't got no shame about our weight, 'cause our weight makes us sassy.
Jesus, dude.
So only one thing in that was exaggerated. I'll leave it up to you. I'll show you what parts were real and leave it up to your speculation what was actually a fabrication in that. That was my probably my first exposure to Honey Boo Boo was this South Park episode way back when. And I think that's probably most people's like total summation of their exposure to who these people are. So that's what I mentioned. I'm fighting against this portrayal where they're just like they come across mean-spirited. And that's what I want to course correct on. They're really not mean-spirited people. They are the worst like portrayals of Americans possible. And someone in my in the pre-stream chat, like 2 hours before the stream started, he was someone who said he was a Syrian, born in Syria, and he for some reason knows English and watches my streams. I don't know if that's true. He said he was going to send me a picture of Syria, where he lives, and I'm hyped for that. I really want to see Al Raqqa, whatever the fuck it is, where he's at. And I want to give that man, that poor Syrian man, currently in the middle of a six-sided civil war, more geopolitically complicated than the Spanish Civil War, an injection of what my culture is like. Me as an American, what is it like in America, he may ask me. And I will hopefully show him what it's like. So here's a wholesome clip chosen at random to give you a kind of crash course on what the show is kind of like, how the editing process kind of gives them character that is inoffensive.
It's Halloween! Time to get my skirt on!
Pumpkin, you already got your mask on.
I reckon during Halloween they can call me Spooky Belle. I'm done. My pumpkin look just like me. Sexy.
I'm scared of frogs, totally.
Anna scared me, Bud scared me.
I think it's stupid that you're scared of mayonnaise, Mama. Seriously.
My flesh is crawling now just thinking about mayonnaise. I can't talk about it. This is, just the thought of it.
You wouldn't think that she would be afraid of mayonnaise. I still doubt that. I actually think that's bullshit. I think that's probably her just lying. I want to give you guys a kind of crash course because you got a glimpse at what everyone is, and I kind of want to go by the numbers and just tell you who these people are. Okay, so going from left to right, Pumpkin is, well, I can't go left to right. Pumpkin and Chubbs, I think, are twins. Well, I think they're at least by the same father, which is every one of these kids has a different father except for Chubbs and Pumpkin. They have the same father. Honey Boo Boo is the only one related to Sugar Bear, who is her. I don't even think they're married. I think they've just been together in a relationship. At this point in time, they were in a relationship for like 9 years or something. Like basically as long as Alana, Honey Boo Boo, has been alive. And the oldest is Anna, who just goes by Anna usually. She has a nickname, but they don't ever call her that. And they all have a very different personality. Mama June is like the head of the house. It's definitely a matriarchy. Mike Sugar Bear is a bit of a cuck and a pushover, and he really seems to enjoy that throughout the show. He really seems to enjoy playing second fiddle to her, and he accepts that as his role. Pumpkin is deranged. She's incredibly weird throughout the entire show. Chubbs is kind of like, because her and Pumpkin are the same age, you get them confused. She is just she's kind of like a Meg. That's the best I can describe her. She's just like a frumpy, awkward teenager, and she's kind of weird like the rest of them. Like, you can't be related to June without just being fucked up. And then Anna is the most mature. She's the oldest, and she's probably wise beyond her years because of something I'll explain in a little bit. And Caitlin, who I think at the start of the series, she's already pregnant with the baby, who is Caitlin. And in case you're wondering what kind of offspring comes from a family like this, let's see. Here is Anna with her baby daddy, and pretty cute kid. And it has 11 fingers. It has 6 fingers on one hand, and that's really fucking weird. And the entire first season is just them kind of dealing with the fact that Anna's pregnant, and Anna's pregnant, and it's hard for June to accept the fact that her oldest daughter, who is someone who, because I think June got pregnant when she was Anna's age, probably a little bit younger, I think even. So they've been together throughout her entire adulthood, and it's weird to see your kid have a kid and move out, right, at the ripe age of 18 with her, high school sweetheart and their 11-fingered baby. So that's the first season, and that's what made the show, basically. You have all these weird people who are very weird, and they are cohesive, though, and they have a strong family structure, and they interact with each other, and they very clearly love each other. And that's the wholesome part. That's why all the moms around the world in the country watch this fucking program, even though it is really gross. Quote erotic. Actually... Do I want to do something gross first, or do I want to do... Okay, we'll do Toddlers and Tiaras. This is where they got found. There's another program for really fucking weird people called Toddlers and Tiaras, which is exactly what it fucking sounds like, and I am going to spare you all the child pageant shit. There is, like, child pageantry in the first season, and then by the second season, because they become famous as a family... all the pageants cut them out, and June basically explains at that point that all those fucking skinny white bitches did not want her anywhere near their child pageants, because they take that very seriously, and Alana and her just kind of like shit all over the place and did it for fun, and they didn't appreciate that. And it brought a lot of scrutiny onto child pageantry in the US at the time too, because people were looking at the show thinking like, what the fuck is this? How is this legal? And none of those Georgia moms appreciated that too much. But here's the clip from Toddlers and Tiaras that made someone at TLC think, holy fuck, we gotta give these people a TV show. And that became Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
No, Mom. No, don't throw me, no. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I'm June. I'm known as the Coupon Queen, and my daughter Alana is known as the Diva Beauty Queen. Watch this. I'm gonna get the tool paper now. Y'all ain't got me. I got tons of it here.
I'm Alana. I'm 6, and I'm a beauty queen. The other guys must be crazy if they think they're gonna be me, Honey Boo Boo Child. I'm super solid because I do pageants. My mama nickname is Coupon Queen. I gotta have some money to do my pageants with.
Come on, baby, let's go get ready for the pageant. Come on. Go up in the closet and bring Mama your stuff. Come on. Are you ready? Come here. Bring Mama the toast.
I like to win because I want to win money.
You ready for the hotel? We ain't got a swimming pool, unfortunately, this time. Come here.
$1 makes me holler, Honey Boo Boo.
A lot of pageant moms and people know what this.
I need to mentally prepare people for this. This next part is really fucking weird, and fuck it, just watch.
Juice is everybody has their different concoctions. Special juices just to help her energize her. A lot of moms say, oh, you're doping up your child. Well, hey, no, I'm not. I'm not hurting her. We have tried the pixie sticks, as they call pageant crack. We went through 15 bags on one pageant, and they just don't do anything for her. She just drinks it for pageants to give her that extra oomph. So whatever works for your child, use it.
I am ready to go.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it there because the rest is the child pageant shit. Fuck that. If you remember the South Park episode, they make a joke that she drinks Red Bull and Mountain Dew and call it Go-Go Joe's. That is not a joke. She does, in fact, drink Red Bull and Mountain Dew in the program as a form of an upper before the pageantry contest. That's an instance where South Park can't even fucking parody this shit because it is what it is. And people are giving me shit in chat for saying that this is wholesome. The child pageant shit is not the wholesome bit. It's just the episode centered around their life as a family, and it's very weird and very funny, and it's something to put on in the big TV in the living room when you and your family are sitting there and eating Thanksgiving and shit talking your relatives. That is what Honey Boo Boo is for. It is not for weirdos to watch in the basement and serve you. I'll give you that. But it's important to set the stage. This is where it started. This is a weird little family, and that's fine. And it goes all downhill from here. Let's see. Oh, not from here. We're still in the first episode. There are 4 seasons to the show. And they all kind of just center on, like, I guess the producer comes up with, hey, we want to have, if there's nothing going on, like there's nothing with the baby coming or anything. If there's nothing happening, I'll say, like, let's go to the water park. Let's go to the mudslide area. Let's go do, ATVs in the woods, that kind of shit. And that sets the stage of the episode, and they just kind of go along as a family, and that is what it is. And the best character in the show is the train, because they live in this shitty little house by a fucking train track, and they'll be doing interviews and shit where they leave in like the bloopers where they're talking and doing the reality TV interview shit, and then the fucking train goes by, and it's funny every time. And you really miss the train when they move out of the house because it is such an integral part of the experience. Okay, let's do. Oh, you guys are gonna love these. If you're not in love with the characters yet, just wait. Here's some choice clips. It's hard to find clips because I couldn't go over obviously like all the episodes in time for this. So I kind of cheated and found shit on YouTube, and these are the ones I could find because they are very protective of their copyright.
It's present time, Mama. What is it?
The best gift I got Alana is a can of my own farts.
Farts in a can.
Open it.
Well, listen.
I gotta put my farts in your can.
Mama, thank you. You know what I love.
I think Alana had a really good time. But
Sorry, I was watching, I got the email from the guy in Syria. He is dead ass in fucking Syria. And he's saying, like, it's really dark in all these pictures because the power's out in the neighborhood, which is, crazy. I appreciate that. I don't know what to call this guy. He goes by Sam. I don't think that's his real name, though. Okay, next one. I hope he's enjoying this, tour of American culture.
I don't smell. You want to smell? I don't care. I hadn't took a bath for 2 weeks. Yeah. She didn't took a bath in 2 weeks. I literally
My feet were brown.
Oh,
Feet were
my
black.
God, it was nasty. I about threw up. Told her she needs to quit that personal hygiene. Because for a woman, your Tootsie Newts, I mean, your biscuit, your private area.
It's worth mentioning that she's the mother of 3 daughters, which is also a funny part of the show, because if there were boys, it would be more or less awkward. I don't know which. This is what I think. This is just what it's like to be in a house with like 4 gross women.
Terrier for a female, it just starts smelling like
Mama, excuse me. Your ass don't ever get in a tub.
Oh, I wash my tooth 3 times a day.
Are you lying?
You want to get Jess on the phone?
I bet she'll tell you the same thing. You don't ever get the damn bathtub.
Okay, well, you want to call her?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the system cannot.
That.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Jessica.
Can they hear me?
Yeah.
She does wash her 3 or 4 times a day anyway.
Oh, Jessica, you know you taking up from mommy, little.
I'm real particular about my tooth.
Oh, damn. The grossest thing I've ever seen in my life was my daddy shave my mama's because she can't shave herself.
Okay, I that is a pretty fucking appalling clip, but I enjoy it just because it's so shockingly gross. That also is a good clip to show you the kind of, and I didn't even think about this when I was putting this together. There is a special relationship between Pumpkin and June. They talk so much shit to each other so casually. Whenever June's doing her interviews, Pumpkin's usually there, and it's not the same for the other girls, except maybe Alana. There's something where Pumpkin and June just have a personality that mesh really well. And while Anna is unfortunate in the fact that she's the one that looks the most like June, Pumpkin probably takes her personality on the most. Okay. Here's another South Park clip to wash the palate.
Well, the doctor said Honey Boo Boo needs a heart transplant. They're going to do his surgery and put a pig heart in her, so we're going to the ranch to pick out a hog.
I'm getting a pig heart.
If Honey Boo Boo's going to do pageants with a pig heart, we want to pick a hog that has pizzazz and knows how to work it, girl.
I want that one.
This'n here? You want this'n?
Yeah, no, wait. That pig over there gave me the evil eye. I want that one. I want that one.
This'n? This'n not here? You want this'n?
I want that one's heart. It looked at me funny.
We've been in the OR about 2 hours already. I just hope when she does her pageants, the judges don't take away points because she's got a pig heart. Honey Boo Boo! Honey Boo Boo!
What?
What you gonna tell them judges if they ask you about your heart?
I'm gonna tell them my heart is sweeter than bacon, child.
Who wants sketty and butter? She's got a pig heart now. She thinks she's a pachyderm. Show 'em your scar.
This my scar 'cause I got a pig heart. My scar makes me sassy, child.
Now I know what you're thinking. Is that true? And, well...
This is a new member of our family. His name is Glitzy. I think Alana's gonna love him. I think June is gonna fall in love with him too. We got Glitzy from a place called Pot Pigs, and they put up their pigs before sending them off with painted toenails and all. This is the pig's leg. One side is painted purple, the other side is painted green. What I got?
Yeah. Who's that?
I think the pig is gonna fit in as long as we show him love.
Give him a kiss. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Kind of pet him and play with him and let him get used to us. So I believe he'll fit in real good here.
Talk to him.
He does not like us.
When Glitzy squeals a lot, it sounds like, and then one of them sounds like,
And yes, if you're wondering what happened to Glitzy, her heart was transplanted into Lana. And to this day, she lives with a pig heart. No, obviously not. That's stupid. I don't think that would work. I'd be interested to see if that would work. Just as a scientific pursuit. But... oh man, if I have to fucking email the YouTube bots and be like, I'm sorry that I made fun of the pig girl and her fucking family, and I'm sorry. I didn't even do that though. It's just purely copyright. It's such a pain in my fucking ass. Whatever. Okay, here is the famous Sketty clip though. I need to get this out of the way. I'm so happy I get to show. I don't know if that's like a accurate number, but it says over 3,000 people. I'm very happy I get to share Sketty with 3,000 people. It blows my mind that people don't know what Sketty is. They've never seen this. They've never attempted to recreate Sketty in their own homes. And the chat is fucking crazy right now, which is I love it. That's the whole reason to stream is to see chat react to shit. That's the only point in doing a stream. Unfortunately, this is where we're almost nearing the halfway point. There in terms of the arc, because what happens after this is that the show is 4 seasons long, right? There was a 5th recorded, but the 5th was never released. They had it ready. It was in editing. It had a set release date. and TLC suddenly canceled the 5th season. So you have to imagine they put all this money, all this time, their entire production crew got paychecks, the editors got paychecks, they had it ready to ship, they had all that ready to go, and they killed it at the last second. Why? What kind of thing could happen in this story to make them so afraid of their own product that they would kill it? They would smother it to death. These episodes cannot be found. They were not released in any way. They exist on some hard drive in the TLC editing room. Drugs and Pedo, it is unfortunately the first, because what happened is she got back together with a ex-boyfriend. Because, well, I should step it back even further, because what I think the 5th season was going to be about the breakup of Sugar Bear and June. It turned out Sugar Bear had been fucking around behind her back, and they broke up, and June got with another man. And the man happened to be a ex-boyfriend that she knew before Sugar Bear, who was a convicted sex offender. And I forgot to show my beautiful pumpkin, so everyone can see how serious this topic is. I talk about child molestation, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think he was the father of any of the girls. And I have heard different stories of this. Either he was the exact same person who had molested Anna as a kid, or she had just been molested by a different guy he had dated, or that June had dated, and her dating another convicted sex offender was not going to fly. At the time of the production for the first season, Anna had, it had happened like 10 years ago. And that's probably why she's like the most reserved of all the kids. But as soon as this happened, as soon as she got back together with this guy, Anna left. Anna completely cut off everyone else in the family, took her baby and her baby daddy, and got the fuck out. And that was it. And when that happened, something triggered. There was some producer, some executive somewhere up in TLC who said, this is fucked. And fuck this, and cancel that season. Don't even, like, they had to have like a boardroom meeting. I'm sure they were like sweating and shit. And Anna, in case you were confused, is the mother of the one with 6 fingers. The one on the left. That's a newer picture of her. She was the oldest of June's kids, the one that she had when she herself was 18 or so. So that's what happened. And suddenly, from what I understand, now June was in this weird limbo where her career was over, her long-term relationship was over. She did break up with the guy who was the sex offender. And now she was looking for work. And she was approached by somebody. Now, I think that at this point in time, at the time that it was canceled, I think that June and what remained of her family, could have trundled along. I think it was possible for them to stay together and do something else, maybe become influencers on fucking YouTube, who fuck knows, and everything would have been fine. But that's not what happened, and I blame it entirely on this woman.
My name is Gina, and I am the manager to Mama June. I manage reality stars, most of the ones that you see on all your favorite shows. Even though there is that business aspect of things, we also have a friendship that's built because June has a great heart.
And I had the craziest flight from LA, I swear. It's like never easy.
The only thing that could have ruined that family was an Oompa Loompa from LA. That's what it took. So if you're wondering who this female gender swap Trump cosplayer is, she is Gina Rodriguez, and she has a very, very interesting portfolio, I guess. And I didn't even know about this until today. I literally, while doing research, I discovered, holy shit, this woman is actually really fucking gross. So, Let's take a look at her biography. Where can I? Wait, here's a more recent picture of her. Just kind of set the stage. Just pure condensed LA. I think she has said that she is literally on like 12 boob jobs at this point, probably more now. Just a completely plastic person. Here's her biography. She's kind of cute, not gonna lie. My dude, you need to become more discerning in your taste. I believe in you. You can do it. So Gina Rodriguez, she was born not as a Rodriguez, by the way. I don't know if she's trying to pretend to be. Actually, no, it says right here. Gina Rodriguez is known for producing and co-starring in Mama June from Not to Hot. So Mama June Not for Hot is from Not to Hot is the WeTV successor to Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, just to make this completely explicit. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo was the earlier program that was aired on TLC that came from Toddlers and Tiaras. It was the difference between them is day and night in terms of production quality. TLC knew what the fuck they were doing, and they got out of the way. WeTV almost seems like a vanity project for Gina, and if you watch it, she is by far the worst parts of it. And there's a level of scripting involved in the show where like I can't tell what parts of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo are scripted. I'm sure there are some parts where they're telling the people, say this, how do you feel about this, kind of coaxing them into, giving reactions that are good for editing together. And then the editing itself is funny. WeTV's Mama June from Not to Hot is just porn actor tier writing and acting at several occasions. And that'll become obvious in a second why. So Gina was born as the daughter of an infamous Mexican mafia head, Michael Mickey Anthony Delia Jr., who ran Project Get Going, the first halfway house in Los Angeles. Gina was estranged from her father and his family. Gina was raised in San Fernando Valley by her mother and stepfather, who later adopted her, changing her name from Gina Dice, probably. Blah, blah, blah. She's been a staple of the entertainment industry since 1992, the year I was born. Give you an idea, I think she's 52 years old. It's really hard to get like an accurate age assessment of her because she's so not like a human looking. She has worn many hats in her 26 years. That's bullshit. Who the fuck wrote? She wrote this herself. Fuck you, Gina. Worked as an actress, published model, art director, writer, entertainment manager, publicist, wardrobe stylist, and even capital E executive, capital P producer. Most successful management companies for 10 years. She also appeared with her family in her own reality web series, Mommy XXX, for Sony Pictures for 13 webisodes, which aired on Crackle. So I hear Mommy XXX and I'm thinking, what the fuck is that? So I look it up, and when I search her name, her Wikipedia article, because I guess Gina Rodriguez is a common name, has that little parenthetical that delimitates between different Gina Rodriguezes. Which Gina Rodriguez is this one? Oh, she's the pornographic actress. An entertainment entertainer manager and former pornographic actress known for her work with D-listers. She starred and executive produced the WeTV docuseries Mama June from Hot to Not. She managed Stormy Daniels, and if you look at her site, by the way, there's a ton of fucking shit. Not only is Mama June her employee, or her is she the agent for June, but there's like the Jersey Shore, JWoww is one of her people. I think there are several Jersey Shore people. Ronnie, Jen. That to me is funny. She's the current manager of Honey Boo Boo, of Gino Doke, who is the weird fucking boyfriend that I'll explain in a second. A bunch of people from 90 Days Fiancé. So she's like involved with all these fucking reality shows. And meanwhile, she's just like this shitty porn star. I want to read you the titles of these episodes. Number 1, Boob Job. Number 11. Number 2, My Boobs Hurt. Number 3, On the Porno Set. Number 4, party with porn stars. Number 5, puppy rescue. Number 6, female parts. Number 7, porn goes psychic. Number 8, handling big balls. Number 9, My Little Brandy, which compared to the other titles sounds really fucking creepy because Delilah's daughter Brandy is turning 15 and having a co-ed party. What is that called, by the way? When Mexicans turn 15 like the girls do and they have like Cinco de Mayos? Tell me what that is called. I know there's a word for it. 10 hot girls can't drive. Oh, Quinceañera. Yeah, that's it. Quinceañera. Blah, blah. I took... Okay, here's a true story I want to tell everyone, because I'm embarrassing myself already by trying to pronounce this word. I have an associate's degree. I don't think a lot of people know this, but I do actually have an associate's degree. People think I'm a high school dropout. That's not true. But to get an associate's degree, I had to have 2 foreign language credits. I ended up taking Spanish 2, I think 4 times. I ended up taking Spanish 2 so many times that the state refused to subsidize or pay for it in any way. They said, you're not doing well enough. We cannot pay for you to continue to take and fail this fucking class. And the only way I passed Spanish 2 was by taking it online, where it was much easier. There's something about my mutt brain. I don't jive well with other languages. I don't even jive well with my first language, but I did manage to pass, and I got my associate's degree, and I don't speak a fucking word of Spanish. Say something in Spanish. Me gusta tacos y burritos. There you go. That's the only Spanish I ever need to know. 11, tattooed vegans. And when I first read that as tattooed vaginas, I don't know which is weirder. 12, Randy Spears in the flesh. Randy Spears is her ex-husband, who's also he's like a Ron Jeremy porn star, porn director, creepy weirdo. When I first read that, I thought it was Randy Stair, the spree killer. I'm thinking, how the fuck did she get married to Randy Stair? But no, Randy Spears is someone completely different, probably related to Britney Spears. And 13, Demi Delia, aka Mommy XXX. And I happen to have a clip from an interview about Mommy XXX that we'll now watch together. Somewhere. Oh, here it is.
The Null Mommy. So let's go check it out. All right, I'm so excited to have you here, Demi, because I have to say I have been fascinated by Mommy Triple X, and I think it shows a really unconventional look into your life.
Hi, my name is Demi Delia. This is my daughter Brandy, and this is my son Chris. Welcome to my family. Oh, and by the way, I'm a porn star.
You have to tell me how this whole thing came about.
I got a call from my agent, and he wanted me to meet with this production company that came out, Terra Media, and they met with me. They were talking about, they were looking for a mom and that had kids. And I was like, I have kids. And
I've got that check.
Right, yeah. And just that, I think when they started talking to me and they found out that I housed porn stars, like, young porn starlets that came into the business, they came into my house and stayed with me for like a week or two. And just the whole dynamic. My son didn't like the porn stars. He didn't like the business, hated me in the business. My daughter's like, totally studious, which people would think that both my kids would be like rebellious.
I don't think I'd ever want to trade places with anyone. I love my life. It's fun. I love my mom. She's the greatest person I think I've ever met.
Here comes the industry, when this guy finished, I like it when chat goes ape shit. When this guy finishes talking, you all need to say based in chat at once.
I think I've ever met.
To have a mom working in the industry is a little weird. I don't agree with the things that she does for her lifestyle, job-wise and stuff, but overall she's a good mom.
How do you balance that? Like, raise...
That is a man who voted Trump, because this was like 2009, so it's been, it's been, God, okay, so 7 years. He's definitely old enough to vote by then. He definitely voted Trump, because he thought, I've been in LA, I've seen this shit, and I've seen my mom bring home like porn stars and shit, and it's like, that's fucking gross, and I want Trump to build that wall. That's what he said when he cast that ballot for Trump. Now, I could be completely wrong. Don't sue me for defamation. I'm sure he's got lawyers. I mean, I guess that's damaging. If you say someone in LA who like works in LA voted for Trump, is that not the same as, that's probably worse than saying that he molested a child. Everyone in LA has molested a child, but how many people in LA voted for Trump? That's some sick shit right there. You can't be talking that kind of malarkey, Biden would say. Okay, so I believe that is all I can say about Gina Rodriguez. She is gross. I fucking hate her. Every time she came on screen, it somehow made my self-imposed isolation in Serbia that much worse. For that moment, those moments where she was on TV, it was like nails on a chalkboard. She is so uncharismatic, so unfunny. Her scripted dialogue sucks so fucking much. And you just get the sense that she is manipulating everyone there to make money. Because again, she's all their agents. She's the agents of fucking Gino, who I'm hyping up at this point because he is such a fuck up. And the whole premise of this show that is Mama June from Hot to Not is that the fat, ugly woman who gets made fun of on South Park, who's all, mangy and fucked up, goes a transformation, and suddenly she's going to be thin and beautiful. They're going to fix her teeth. They're going to fix her eyes because her eyes are droopy and she can't see for shit. So she's going to get LASIK. She's going to be beautiful. And now that I think about it, I didn't even think about this until now. She has this on her shitty fucking website. She has makeovers as a section and has cancer survivor. I think Mama June shows up on this. She's got the before and after picture. So she really wants to finagle herself as not just a talent agent, not just a big E, big P executive producer. She is a makeover specialist who will take frumpy D-list celebrities, as the Wikipedia article says, and turn them into the next top thing. So that's what she was going for. And in order to do that, she drags Mama June from the comfort and love of Sweet Mother, Georgia, to LA and gives her a gastric bypass surgery. So they cut her open, they fuck up her insides, and she does. She loses all the weight, but then she has dangling skin. So to fix that, there's two surgeries they have to do. They have to fix the tummy skin, and then they have to fix the skin underneath the arms. And they show this on the episodes of Mama June from Hot to Not, and it's agony. She is in pain, and after the first one, she doesn't want to go back. She doesn't want to go back, and you can see Gina in the show that she's produced, that she's written scripts for, where she's talking to Mama June and making sure that she goes back to LA to complete this second skin reduction surgery that June doesn't even want. She doesn't give a fuck. She was happy being in a fucking shed next to a railroad eating spaghetti and butter. And that was what she was content with. She had a big family. That's all she needed. Gina convinced her otherwise. And she convinced her that she could be a fashion model. And all she has to do is go to LA and get these surgeries. And the result was that by the end of the second surgery, she was heavily addicted to painkillers. And that was kind of downplayed in the episode because at that time it was still Mama June from Hot to Not. And her being a pillhead wasn't really factoring into Gina's grand vision of being a makeover specialist. By the second season, things go off the rail, and then in the third and fourth seasons, they officially rebranded. They don't completely rebrand it because that would be too awkward for advertising purposes. So they rebrand it from Mama June from Not to Hot to Mama June from Not to Hot Family Crisis. They just stamp a fucking rubber thing underneath the title that says Family Crisis. Oh yeah, she was going to lose a bunch of weight, but now she's addicted to coke. Now she's on painkillers and coke, and we don't know where the fuck where she's at, what she's doing. Her family misses her. If you see her, please let us know, because holy fuck, we've really screwed this woman over. So now that I've given you a crash course over how LA has stabbed this poor rural woman in the fucking spine and ruined her, let me give you a clip to kind of crash you into later episodes here. Oh, you know what? Should I do that clip? Actually, I just kind of want to show you. This is what. Okay, the first 2 seasons, before she starts doing the surgeries and gets fucked up and meets Gino, boring, awful, insipid television. The worst of the worst. Nothing redeeming about it whatsoever. Then at some point they start adding intro slides like this to try and justify the exploitation of this woman's decline. Because without this, it would literally just be like Kiwi Farms tier trash, making fun of like retarded people who have mental health issues and drug problems. Like that's what it would be. So they really have to like spin it to be a nice thing. It's a good thing that they're doing. And I'll pause it to read this for the podcast. We share our viewers' concerns for June Shannon and her entire family. We are monitoring events as they occur and are focused, as always, on the entire family's well-being. So, at some point in, I think the second season, is when the news had already come out, because, you know, they're editing the clips, editing the season to air on TV. But the tabloids are in present time. They're not retrospective. And they're talking about things that are happening about her being arrested for coke. So, as they're pushing this out into the airwaves, they're having to go back and edit this shit in very hurriedly to account for the fact that people watching this now will already be hearing about the fact that she's been arrested. Still a slide, and then...
Hey guys, as you know, you've seen this stuff out in the media. And our family's going through a rough patch, but this year alone, we've had a lot of happiness. And when Mom and Alana were out in California, everything seemed good. The next couple months roll around and things took a turn. We're sharing our story and hope that it helps another family. And I sincerely want to thank our fans for always being there and loving and supporting us.
So that's the kind of like retrospective apologism that they have for the show. And really from Pumpkin's perspective, and that is Pumpkin, that's the girl that was talking about feminine hygiene in the earlier clip. Been several years since then now. And I think she has a kid at this point already. So it's weird. It's sad for her because she ends up in custody of Alana, Honey Boo Boo, and she's raising her own child and her little sister at the same time. So in Pumpkin's perspective, it's best to go along with this shit and take up the mantle of being the host of Mama June from Not to Hot, because that's the money. If they lose the entire show, then she's up shit creek because her husband is just like a construction worker. You know, her dad, Sugar Bear, is a literal chalk miner. So there's not much money to go around in the house without without Gina loosening the purse strings for them. They are completely fucked, like every other household in the US and the South, where you have 2 kids and not much money between you. So she has to basically do what she can to keep the show going. So let's meet Gino.
My name is Gino Doak. I am 41 years young. I live in Hampton, Georgia.
What's your intention with my mama?
My favorite thing about June is that she's a real mother. What you see is what you get. And June is cool, man. I love her. She's cool.
Are you ready for my crazy bunch?
Of course I'm ready, dude. Are you ready is the question. June's kids are crazy as dude. When I very first met June, that's why she was like, my kids are crazy. I was like, our kids get along goddamn good, boy. And they do. They're them, you know what I mean? They're not fake. Like I'm too old and boring, really?
I'm sorry, did I splash you?
3 things people should know about me. 1, I'm loving and caring. 2, I'm laid back, don't take shit serious. And 3, I love me some goddamn Mexican food, boy.
What are you gonna wear in the pictures? Like dresses and or are you gonna wear, is it like a lingerie?
You have to wear like a dress, like a prom dress.
You going to school?
As far as June's transformation, as long as she's healthy, that's all that matters, dude. I don't give a whether she's big, small, medium. I like June for June.
And I should, again, the whole premise of the show originally was Mama June from hot to not, or not to hot. I always say it wrong for some reason. It's just instinctual. This is her at her best, I want to say. I want to say that this is her after she's had all the surgeries, and they put her in the dress, and that's as good as they got her, right? And the Makeover is also on what's her face's website. But I mean, that's it. She was never going to be beautiful, and arguably, except for health issues, she was. Sugar Bear liked them big, and that's the weird thing about this script for the episode is that Sugar Bear and his new woman, who's a big fat chick, is also like the whole point of it is let's lose weight and get in this big red dress and then show up at their wedding thin and wearing this sexy red dress and make Sugar Bear jealous, which doesn't make any fucking sense because he's a chubby chaser. And he's not going to be interested in her when she's thin. So the whole thing is a shit show from the beginning. Gina's writing doesn't make any fucking sense. And it was a shame what happened to the family unit. Here's their wedding photo. Actually, I don't think that this was just to kind of remind you of what they looked like. At this point, this is their horrific wedding. It wasn't really a wedding. It was like a commitment thing. And the weird thing is that June never seemed really lovey-dovey with Sugar Bear. He was, like I mentioned, he was always kind of a pushover beta around June, which makes her hyper affectionate nature with Gino all the weirder. It's like she's so independently minded in the first show that her puppy dog attachment to Gino's is just fucking weird and creepy. So here's another clip that I managed to find to kind of show you how when Gino entered the picture, he really tried to, at least, I don't know if he was just like off drugs at the time and he was a better person, or if he just tried to put it on for the camera. That's really hard to tell because it's TV and it's, you know, it's not really possible to tell what's fake and what's real with that kind of shit. But here's a clip of Gino interacting with Alana, who is, by the way, seriously overweight for a child. She's like 13, I want to say, in this season. She's like 6 in the first one, and she's a little bit chubby in the first one, probably a little bit too overweight for a kid who's like 6, but she is fucking fat now. Actually, you know what? Instead of just showing you this on the clip, let me pause this and let me just show you her Instagram now. Like, she's big, and it's really sad because, you know, she was just a little girl. She didn't have to grow up to be 200 pounds at 13. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's neither here nor there.
What the hell are you doing?
Trying to get this tan off.
Lemon bath?
Oh, by the way,
Well, me and Mama went to
they did a pageant, and somebody encouraged them to put on spray tan, and it was fucking hideous. I want to give you a guess on whose idea it was to put on spray tan before a fucking pageant, but
pageant orientation. The girls were picking on us about our tan, so I'm trying to get it off.
No, you mean people making fun of you, whatever.
I'm not sure if I can do this pageant.
Of course you can.
I've never done one of these pageants.
Check this out. You know what I've never done?
What?
I've never seen you in any kind of pageant.
But they were making fun of me, Gino.
They're worried about you winning, baby. They're like, she hasn't done a pageant in a while. Let's be mean to her and we'll knock her off her game. That way we'll have a better chance at beating her. So you don't need to let them get you out of your game. Focus on what you need to focus on. Don't worry about them. Because look, if they weren't worried about you, they wouldn't be messing with you at all.
Is that Honey Boo Boo? Yeah, that's Honey Boo Boo. You can't tell.
Stay focused. Do the pageant.
Are you gonna be there?
Of course I'm gonna be there. I told you I would.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Right. Look, just don't let them knock you off your game, baby.
I mean, I guess I could do this.
I think and I hope that you know this just by the way we get along and the way I treat you, the way you treat me. I just want you to know that, you know, I'm here for you. You know, not just for the stuff you're dealing with Sugar Bear, the pageant, anything.
Oh, thanks, Gino.
You're welcome, baby. I love you. Cheer up. Don't worry about that.
If I wasn't 100% ready to commit to Gino, I am now. Because if anyone can treat my child like his own, then hey, he's a keeper. I mean, we're already a family. I just want to make it official. Now I know exactly what I need to do.
So Someone pointed out she looks messed up. I'm pretty sure this is after the skin removal surgery, so she is like fucked up on painkillers. This is already where she's already addicted to shit. And it's just weird because this is the scene where he says like, I'm going to help you, and she is attracted to that. And I think Alana wants a father figure at this time, because I don't think at this point she really likes Sugar Bear because he cheated on her mom. And kids don't forgive that kind of thing, right? So even though that's her biological father and they got along great in the first show, this is like the post-divorce, and it's his fault, really. They could have kept being together, but Sugar Bear fucked up, and in a way, he's more at fault for the consequences of that than even like Gina, who pushed them towards this, because they probably would be on like season 20 or whatever of this fucking Honey Boo Boo show. If Sugar Bear didn't cheat. This is sad because immediately after this, I want to say this is the end of season 2 or season 1, whatever, I don't remember. And there's a hard cut where Gino at the end of one of the seasons gets arrested because he's in violation of his parole. And after he gets out of jail, they have another heart-to-heart between Gino and Alana.
Where'd she go? Hey, what's up, baby? What you doing?
Nothing.
Are you sad about the baby? Did that upset you at all?
Yeah, it did a little bit, but...
Come on, dude, talk to me. What's wrong?
Gino, nothing's wrong.
Something's wrong, baby. I've been here talking to you a million times.
I don't think that's acting, by the way. Gino, nothing's wrong. I think that's just like how teenage girls are when they're obviously really bothered by the fact that their stepdad just got picked up for parole violation. But that did make me laugh.
Neglected almost. Never really had like a...
Oh. Talked to you a million times.
I felt like I was neglected almost. Never really had like a cool dad figure, honestly. And it scared me because I thought you were kind of gonna be like Sugar Bear and like not come back. So I was like, what's gonna happen? Are him and Mama gonna like break up or something? Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen.
So that's basically the end of the very brief happy moment with Gino. At a certain point, Mama June and him get super fucked up on cocaine, and I had a lot of issues finding any clips of after this. I do have, I believe, before I started the stream, literally I was clipping to the last second before I started the stream, I downloaded an entire episode off Daily Motion, so I can try and show you a particular incident which stands out in mind of where things really got fucked up. And I have one more clip of that, and I want to show what's kind of happened with Alana, because she said, you know, people were pointing out, why is she's like 13, why is she sitting on her bed alone doodling? And it's like you saw in the first show that you had all 4 sisters and they were all together and they were kind of doing things together. Well, now Alana's at an awkward age where she's 13, she's homeschooled because she's fucking Honey Boo Boo, and people are going to be, you know, if she goes to a public school, everyone's going to be like, dissing right here and making fun of her. So she can't fucking she just can't. She can't go to a public school. That would be a disaster. So so she's homeschooled. Her older sisters are married, pregnant, disassociated with the family, doing their own thing, and she's bored because her mom is addicted to opiates and her stepdad is in jail, right? So I really feel bad for Alana, and I hope she got help at some point, because there is a scare moment that I'm not going to spoil, but things get really bad between Gino and Mama June, and it's the beginning of the end.
So where were you last night?
If you ever ask me, I'm gonna punch your mom in the third chin.
You text her.
Like another woman?
You talking about like taking a flight down there? No, whatever. I'm talking about listen.
At least Mama finally opened up to Dodo about their problems.
He's having nervous right now. I'm facing my. You may just need to leave him. What?
But if she doesn't ditch Gino fast, she might just fall apart.
Hands like a 5-legged elephant.
So are you ever going to put a ring on the other finger?
No, I'm not.
And if that happens,
leave and pick up the pieces. At this point, I don't know who I am.
Okay, so that's kind of where shit goes to pieces, and I really don't even know how, that's what keeps you invested. It's the second show is like, what the fuck is wrong with June? Because you see it in the first season that she doesn't take shit from anyone. She doesn't give a fuck about what anybody thinks. So how the fuck does she go from that to literally begging this guy to marry her, to allowing, because you know she broke up with Sugar Bear, but he's cheating on her and she knows it. She gets like irrefutable evidence of it and denies that that's true, that he's cheating on her, and it's just mind-boggling how that happened. Because really, I remember sitting around at Thanksgiving dinner. I remember talking with my aunt saying, "This show is disgusting." Aunt, why would you watch Here Comes Honey Boo Boo? This is basically child abuse. And she said, well, the mother's smart and she put money away for college, for all the children. All the children are going to go to college off Here Comes Honey Boo Boo money. I want to see a show of hands, chat. How many of you think that she went to, any of these girls are going to college on Honey Boo Boo money? Let me pull up something, because now that I think about it, I have to show you a article. Oh no, nobody in chat seems to believe that she went to college. That any of these girls are going to college on Honey Boo Boo money. That is the correct answer, actually. Because as it turns out, they get fucked up on blow. And Gino and Mama June say at certain points in the series, because they have moments of clarity where they come to talk to the kids, she starts missing her children that she completely abandons for drugs, comes to meet them, and basically discloses that on certain nights they were blowing like $10,000 on cocaine a night. And they sold their house. When they moved from the nice little shack by the train tracks that nobody seemed to mind to this nice house, she ended up selling everything in it. Everything in the house went on Craigslist. People were showing up at the house to respond to Craigslist ads just to like film them in drugged out states, selling furniture, selling their children's furniture on fucking Craigslist, and ends up selling the fucking house for $100,000, which is apparently $50,000 less than what they sold it for. And it shows up in the show where the kids are going to their house where they, were settling in and making all these memories and getting to know Gino. And they're like, oh, our house is gone. We don't get to live here anymore. Mama June sold the house from out under us and we're not getting a fucking cent. And Chubbs, Jessica, who isn't in the show much because Jessica and Anna are basically gone, the two oldest daughters. While the show focuses mainly on Pumpkin, the weird one. Chubbs comes back just long enough to say that Mama June also pawned off the deed to her car, and they repossessed the fucking car from her that she had given her daughter to drive, so that they could blow it on fucking drugs, and they're just completely bankrupt. Every good thing about the show, about Honey Boo Boo, that was, cute and nice for people to watch, and it kind of lets you justify that disgrace in the back of your head, is just completely destroyed retrospectively by what they did, what she did after it, how she handled herself. And it really is sad, because it's like, as I said, it would probably be on like the 20th season of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, and Honey Boo Boo would be going to fucking college, and everyone would be so proud, like, oh, we watched this kid grow up on screen, isn't that so great? Now Honey Boo Boo is doing this now instead of using Honey Boo Boo money to go to college.
Never been there.
What is next?
Tell
me what's next now.
I already told you, Stephanie Hayes with an all-shuck special.
Well, you didn't tell me. Oh my god, okay, so guys, we're gonna have to cut off the camera really quick, because I have to do something.
Hey, Alana, quit don't even mimic that on live. Don't ever do that again.
What?
What you just did, acting like a idiot on live. That's why you don't go live on your Instagram.
So, Alana, who currently has a mother who is having a cocaine problem, is on fucking Instagram and pretends to snort a line of coke live on air. And this is probably, it's very sad when you actually see the show. And even talking about it's kind of sad, because what happens is that obviously that's a big fucking problem, right? Because Gina, the Titan, the executive producer, capital letters, is working hard to keep the show going so that Alana can go to college on Honey Boo Boo money. And when this happens, she's on the show and she's basically like, you fucked up, because now all these people who are sponsoring you want to pull their sponsorments. They don't want you to advertise their products. They don't want their ads to roll before or after your program when you're doing this. And it's obviously a joke. And if it was anyone except Honey Boo Boo, it would be not even worth commenting on. And you can kind of tell that she's like hurt by this in the episode, because people are taking it super serious. They're like, virtue signaling. And they even there's a weird thing where WeTV is like mostly black people and black entertainment, so everyone that shows up in the show is like a black person, and they get like this black psychologist to come down to do like an intervention on Alana, talking about how she needs to take her job as a 13-year-old reality star more seriously, and how it disrespects her sister to do this. And it's just like, obviously it was a fucking joke, and treating it like she has deep-seated mental issues because of it is disingenuous. But they had to show that they were very, very serious about this and handling this in the most direct and responsible way possible. So they completely like shit all over. The only person who has any rational reaction to Alana doing this is Pumpkin's husband, who's named Josh. Just remembered that. So Josh takes her to shovel cow shit in a field and says, if you weren't on reality TV, you would have to shovel cow shit. So you'll have to either take this more seriously, this whole being a reality TV star, or you're going to have to get used to shoveling cow shit. And I think that was the most appropriate reaction of anyone. The rest of it is just like gravitas and bullshit and complete non sequitur to just show the advertisers that they're taking it seriously. But Josh is always the most rational one throughout this the second program. But I think that may. Oh no, there's still more. Let me show you the segment, the clip. It's a pretty long clip. I don't know how much of it I can play, but it's essentially it really shows you how fucking pathetic Mama June is in this program.
Oh, you can't hear me talking to you? Mom, seriously. You can't see me?
All this is freaking me out. Like, she's had a stroke before. 1 minute.
So she has had a stroke, and they think that she's having what's called an absence seizure at this point. She's like just sitting there completely zoned out, zonked on fucking drugs. And the producers are concerned, and they're calling the ambulance.
She's here and she's talking to me, and then the next minute, like, she blacks out. It's like, what the hell is really going on?
June. Hey.
What?
You couldn't hear me that whole time?
What?
You couldn't hear me that whole time when I was talking to you?
What are you talking about? We was just sitting here talking.
You just totally checked out for like 20 seconds.
I don't know.
Okay. I think we should get you some help.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, we gotta get you some help because that was really scary. You just scared me. You literally could not hear me talking to you.
I wasn't saying anything. You weren't saying anything.
So I was clapping in your face and asking if you could hear me.
No. I was literally just talking to you. I didn't know.
You're gonna call an ambulance.
Oh, sounds like a panic attack a little bit to me. I hope that's all it is. She's crying, so something got to her. What the hell happened? I swear to God, if it's Gino, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Oh, damn. That's funny, right?
She's not understanding anything. Like, I literally don't know what to do.
I swear to God, on the way down here, she thought she was going to have a panic.
she started breathing heavily. I'm like, baby, calm down. There's no reason. Like, I was pumping gas in the Suburban. And I happened to glance in the back window. When I got back in the truck, she said, who were you looking at in the back of the Suburban? I don't even know what I was looking at, Pumpkin. I just happened to turn my head that way. That bitch said, what are you looking in the back of the Suburban for? Who's back here? This bitch took her seatbelt. I was turning around looking back. I said, baby, we've been on the road for an hour. Do you really think somebody's in the back of the damn Suburban? Like, she goes on and on and on with this that is not true. This is
And it's really frustrating, like, watching this relation, because it's so clearly a fucking broken relationship. But she's so zonked out and paranoid, because number one, she's on coke, which causes paranoia. But number two, he's a cheater. So she has like this weird collision between being previously cheated on by Sugar Bear, being cheated on by Gino, who she's currently with, and then mixing drugs into the equation, and she's just like having panic attacks and strokes and all sorts of shit, and her life is essentially falling apart at this point. I want to show. She refuses to go to the hospital at first because she does not want to go anywhere without Gino. And that's the most frustrating thing, because it's like her children are begging her, please go to rehab inpatient treatment, please go with the doctors, please do what they say. And she doesn't do anything, or she pretends to, until Gino says otherwise. And he completely has like total dominance over this person. And it's so miserable to watch, because it's like, how did the Sketty woman, who did not give a fuck about anybody at any time, besides her and her family, go from that to this fucking zombie woman? Okay. And this is him begging her to go to the hospital. I want to see the part, this is the good stuff. She chases him around in the fucking parking lot, and when I watched this, I was just in disbelief.
No, please, baby. I
told you I asked her to go to the hospital.
Oh, come on, baby, please get the doctor. I don't want to go then. I'm not going to go.
All right, dude, I'm taking leave right now.
No.
What's happening? Okay, I'm reading chat. Tell me what's happening. This better be worth it. Is this like a joke? Am I being like pranked by people? Nothing. Why do I care about the guy spamming Turkish flags? I don't give a fuck. I literally don't care if Turkish people from D-Live are spamming chat. Who could... I'm not banning the... Fuck you guys.
No.
You're retards.
Okay, thank you. You're being damn stupid. There ain't nothing damn wrong. You don't know what's going on. You're damn so delirious and confused.
I didn't
Accept it when I start...
No, I did
now
not.
You know,
Well, can we talk and I'll turn the mic
no,
off?
you don't need to talk. Go do your damn job.
Okay, well, please talk to me, baby.
I just did.
Okay.
You're crying over nothing.
Baby, will you wait on me just a second, please?
No, I'm not. Carry your ass up. I know you can keep up. I don't feel sorry for no. Quick, crying and go do the hospital or go do your job.
We can't go for 6 nights, Jim. The ambulance is coming.
I'm done with the dumb dude. I ain't playing it. I have no time for entertaining some fallacy. I'm not doing it. I can't be any more honest. This is really...
Let's do it.
Do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Shut up. Go in.
Come on. So you need to sit down. Well, anyway, come on. No, I don't care. Well, you can refuse. The ambulance is coming.
I hear it. On you.
Do what? I don't give a...
Dude, go in there and do your job. Quit following me.
Well, come on.
Look, I mean, this is stupid. You stop.
Let's have a good night.
We're trying to have a good night. You're up. Are you sick enough to be carried to the hospital by
I didn't say
because
it.
they're here.
Why
Shut up, you job.
Why they call the ambulance? I didn't tell them.
Look, I'm glad I had the remedy to cure your time. Put your makeup on. Let's do your job. I'm gonna get a drink though. You want something?
It's my mom. I'm the one who called. She said she vomited and stuff, so I'm not sure.
What's going on?
No, it's just like I said. I mean,
So at this point, I just want to pause, because it gets repetitious, where it is her and Gino in this cycle where he says, go to the hospital, you're fucked up, go to the hospital, and she's following him around in the parking lot. I want to say that's like the rest of the fucking video is just like this entire episode for 48 minutes is just her crying in a parking lot as Gino walks around, and he like yells back at her at some point, like, if you follow me, I'm gonna break up with you. And she just sits there and she like whimpers and cries to herself. And it's like, how did Sketty Woman turn into this? And the answer is a mixture of LA, drugs, and I guess being cheated on would be the third ingredient. The rest of the fourth season, third season, whatever, focuses mainly on her getting rehab. She ends up going to a rehab facility like 3 different times. She bails out of all 3 of them. And that's basically where the show is now, last time I checked. So I don't know if there's a nice happy bow to wrap this up with. But I remember the entire time I was watching this, I was thinking, this deserves a stream. I would genuinely enjoy talking about how someone who most people are at least kind of familiar with ended up going from like really big reality TV star who had a very easy path to an easy life. Just do your Mama June shit. Just be Alana's mother. And she fails at that, which is shocking, because she the only thing she really seems to enjoy in life was being a mother. So her deciding to turn her back on her kids for Gino and for drugs and leave them behind to, you know, live in filthy fucking motel rooms in her car, is really sad. And that, I don't know. I hope the best for her, but she's not going to, even like as they negotiate now, it's always with the stipulation that Gino will be involved every step of the way. And there's never a situation where 2 addicts get clean together. It just doesn't happen, because there's a codependency there where one really wants to stick to it and is abiding by, you know, their sober lifestyle, but then they ask the other, like, you know, one drink would really feel great right now, wouldn't it? And the other one goes, yeah, it would. And then suddenly all of that like inhibition is just gone, because you can tag along on someone else's idea. So yeah, and it is pretty tragic. Everyone thought that like Mama June, the fucking pig woman making Sketty, is the worst possible person to be, the worst thing ever shown on television, but it got a lot worse, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything. There were episodes about how they were, you know, like the kids have talked about how fucked up she looks, how unrecognizable she is to them as a person. Oh, and from what I understand, all of them shill this shit now, this boom bod stuff. Here's her with it. And I have another picture, I don't know where it went, of oh yes, all of them shill boom bod. Anna shills it, Jessica shills it, Pumpkin shills it, and June shills it. I don't know what number one, none of these people have boom bods. I'll say that authoritatively. I don't see a single boom bod on any of this. But they all shill this fucking product, which is really weird. And yeah, she did get fat again, I think. I mean, she can't afford Coke as much as she used to, so that probably hurts a lot with the diet. And actually there was one other thing. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it was that's right. I couldn't download it because of an issue. So I'll have to show the sun for this. Okay. So they all do cameos now. They're all on Cameo, and this is one of the videos that she put out. I think this was recent. Yeah, April 17th. So this was a video that she gave to a fan who paid her like $30 for a cameo.
Hey y'all, what's up? This is your girl Mama June, and I'm here to tell you I have enjoyed connecting with over 500 of y'all. I'm looking to connect and wanting to connect with more of y'all. So if you're wanting to tell one of your friends or one of your exes to f the hell off, or just tell somebody, look, cheer up during this coronavirus, happy anniversary, happy birthday, happy wedding day, just because video you want to tell somebody you miss their loving face, hit me up. The link is in my bio on my profile. Hit me up and I will make the best video ever. Look, y'all stay safe and I love you guys.
Fuck off. What a horrible, horrible website. I just wanted to download it, but it didn't download. So yeah, that is the fate of Mama June. Easiest fucking career path ever. And decided to fuck it up. And it's just really, don't ever go to LA. Don't when the orange hand extends and offers you a trip to LA, don't fucking do it, because you're gonna get addicted to cocaine. You're gonna end up addicted to opioids. You're gonna throw it all away for literally nothing, and you won't be better off for it. Alright, I guess since I'm banned from YouTube or whatever now, I can play more South Park. And this also wasn't planned. I wasn't gonna do. What the fuck did I download this? Uh-oh. No, I have it somewhere. Comes Honey Boo Boo, Mama June, Hot to Not. I want to show people the end, how the South Park episode ended, but I cannot find it anymore. I really want to, actually. Hang in there. Okay, South Park Season 16, containing folder.
Dude, you okay? I've been thinking, how did shamelessness get to this? Did it start with fat people on scooters? Or did the bar get lowered way before that? And then I started thinking, maybe it was us. I don't know, but maybe somehow we lowered the bar a long time ago. And now we're all sitting here in the stink of it all. There's no going back, Stan.
It's like, I can't explain it. I just suddenly feel like this isn't right.
I don't know why we were watching that garbage in the first place.
Huh?
Mrs. Obama, ma'am, you okay?
Something's wrong. This is all wrong. Stop! Everyone! What are we doing? How can you let this happen to your daughter?
I don't know. How did I let myself go like this? What have I done?
When did we devolve into watching fat kids sketty wrestling?
We need to realize obesity is an epidemic, but it's not a disease. From now on, I'm going to dedicate this administration.
That's the funny part. I just wanted to show Mama June's reaction. That's the epiphany she never had. That's the parallel universe, the multiverse that Chris is talking about, where Cameron did find the bar and raised it, but unfortunately that isn't our reality. So, in lieu of a happier ending, I want to thank everyone for watching. I had fun doing this stream. It's been a while since I did a person stream, and I really can't force myself to do these. I really just have to enjoy it and enjoy the topic. So, I did enjoy talking about Mama June. So, have a happy Halloween, and remember the true day of horror comes 3 days after Halloween this year. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween. This is Halloween. this is Halloween. Everybody scream, won't you please make way for a very special guy? Our man Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king now. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
Wait, hang in there. Hang in there. I've got something I want to show. I got something special for the people who actually listen to my music all the way. Even if it's Marilyn Manson doing a cheesy song. What? Okay, give me a second. For some reason, Photoshop is taking literally fucking 10 years to pixelate a face, which is all I'm trying to do. For some reason, this photo is 11 megabytes in size. Probably why it took so long to get here. 3 hours more. No. No. That's not happening. Okay, I might just... Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, where are you? Hopefully this is the right one. Let me double check just to make sure. So you guys can tell me if you happen to be an expert in Syria. You can tell me if this is actually Syria. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed. But oh no, he's got hamsters on him right now. Okay, perfect. You guys tell me, email me, send me a postcard. Is this a picture from Syria? Because if this is fun, if this is actually Syria, that's pretty fucking cool. So happy Halloween, even if you're in Syria, don't get beheaded. Bye.